Track, we have a wonderful person at the moment with us on the show. She has achieved amazing stuff in her life, coming from a middle class family, and look at her today. She is brilliant, absolutely brilliant at what she does. Her name is Dr. SHAGUN GUPTA, and she is the leading expert in permanent makeup and so many other things, including skincare, including micro-pigmentation, and she has helped cancer patients, she has helped acid attack victims, and this is really and truly wonderful. We are truly lucky to have her on the show. Dr. Gupta, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. Sorry to keep you waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No worries, yes.
Ji. Would you
Thank
prefer
you
to
so
speak,
much.
ma'am, would you prefer to speak in English or would you prefer to speak in Hindi? Or shall we speak in both?
Both, no problem. Because,
Lovely. So we'll speak in both.
हमारी मातृभाषा, yes.
So we'll speak in both. तो ये बताएं कि आपने जो acid attack victims के साथ जो आपने काम किया है, because you are a permanent makeup expert. Now first, before we go into the acid attack, could you explain to our viewers what is permanent makeup? Please.
Yes, permanent makeup is basically a technique where you inject pigments to your dermis level and give a person a realistic look. If you don't have like brows or you have issues, maybe alopecia or maybe acid attack people. So what we do actually, we actually inject pigments to your brows with 3D, look, because it's an artistical thing. You have to have like a artistic skill on you. So because of that artistic skill, you create something very, very realistic look and give them a beautiful brows or beautiful features. That is how permanent makeup works. It is basically with the needles and with the pigments and a study of your skin.
And you also talked about semi-permanent. I mean, there's also semi-permanent. Now, how is permanent different from semi-permanent pigmentation, micro-pigmentation?
Yeah. So it's little bit it's like a misleading term. Permanent makeup, semi-permanent makeup, and makeup. So the thing which actually wash out with the water in the evening, that is like a makeup. And if things are in your skin more than 2 days and it is a duration, it depends upon 1 year, 2 years, 3 years or 4 years or maybe 10 years. So depending upon the duration, sometime like for a month or 2 months, that means it's like semi-permanent makeup. Or if pigmentation or many other products which stays to your skin maybe longer time, more than 2 years, 3 years, so it is called like a permanent makeup, because there's a lot behind it. If we talk about कि permanent makeup क्या है और semi permanent makeup क्या है, so there is a like debate why it's called why it's called permanent makeup.
But ma'am, is it safe? Dr. Gupta, is it
very
safe?
much safe.
Because I tell you what, you are injecting pigmentation into the skin, right?
Yeah.
Under the dermal layer.
Pigments.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So we inject pigments, and pigments for like if you talk about tattooing, like I have done the tattooing on my hand. So it's like ink. So tattooing means ink, and when we do the cosmetic procedure, it's more like pigments. So pigments are more formulated like for the cosmetic purpose, and tattooing is more like deeper inside it goes deeper into the dermis and it doesn't come out. They are like very heavily metalled ink. And the cosmetic is more, nowadays what happened in cosmetic also, there are organic pigments and plant-based and more formulations are more milder. So I think these pigments are very, very safe. I'm sure like 100%, because I'm working with the Swiss pigments and they are very highly technically sound pigments made only for the cosmetic purpose, and it fades off years or 2 years time, little bit it gets lighter. So by the time 5 years you reaches with the 5 years time, it vanishes. So these pigments are very safe and more enjoyable, and you can enjoy your beauty as well.
So in effect, what you're really saying is, if you get permanent makeup, a girl doesn't need to do makeup before going out. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, means like yes, definitely you need makeup for your face, definitely foundation and all things. But when like we talk about your eyebrows, we talk about your lips or maybe scarring or eyeliner. These things we can develop more permanently, and definitely you can go out because it's really gives you a very natural and permanent beauty.
But that'd be
So
wonderful for actors, isn't it? That'd be the best
absolutely.
solution for actors, right?
Yeah, they are doing it. Maybe if you talk about maybe any of the actors, you can see their brows are enhanced more. Their lips are more pinkier side. They are not darker because there are many smoker lips nowadays because due to people are like too much in smoking and all. The girls feel always like not the girls, even the our male generation also feel like they should look their lips should look good. So definitely they go for a lip enhancement, to make their lips more nicer, natural looking blush. So we do lip blushing for them, and that lasts for longer, like three years. And if you continue doing your
2 to 3
treatments for
years.
like
No, that's
2 to 3 years,
brilliant.
that's
Wow.
a lot. Yeah, good amount of time you can stay with these.
So
permanent makeup.
so I'm not asking you to reveal any names. So do you
Yeah.
cater to a lot of Bollywood people? Do you cater to them? I mean, a lot of
I
people must be
do.
coming to you.
I do, and they really enjoy it, and they look natural. And I think there is nothing like they have done any makeup or there's nothing like to say something bad about it because it really enhances it, and it doesn't give you like it's not an injectable thing. It is not like you're injecting some foreign products and giving a pout look to your lips, or you are filling something to your cheeks, so making it big. It is just a little bit enhancement. You look
So how
more
do you do
prettier.
that? No, hang on. Just explain the process to us. Somebody comes
Yeah.
to you. What do? You look at the person's skin. You look at the person's skin tone, and then you decide with the person concerned as to what would be the micropigmentation or whatever it is that you do that will be the best for that person's skin type. Is that what you do? And then you
Yes.
show it on the computer. Is that
Uh,
it? You show a 3D
so
image.
we do 3D. We do show them 3D image because what happens, like the skin behaves differently. Like if you go for a more Asian skin, they are totally different. And if you look for a more foreigner, whiter skin, more European and other skin, they are totally different than the Indian skin because Indian skin is more melanin, and it produces more melanin. It's more darker side,
Gee.
and yeah, so it's based on the cooler tone and the warmer tone. If the tone is cooler, so we go for a warmer tone. So color should show more and nicer looking. It should not look like a tattooing. So basically, we have to do a study of skin and then study of needles, because if you are looking for something creative to create something very natural look, so you should study. One has to study about the needle, because needles are the specific thing where you have to create some ombre looks. Then you need a shader, or if you need to put some kind of stroking, so you need a pointer, smaller macro or micro needles. So these are the technical terms where we have to think about. First of all, the skin, and then the.
But Dr.
and
Gupta,
then
here, this is a question that been, even as you're talking, this is a question which is popping up in my mind. Do you do only the face, or do you do the rest of the body too?
Yes,
Is the permanent makeup only on the face or everywhere else?
So permanent makeup is not only makeup. It is like a blessing for people who are like suffering with alopecia, who actually
Yes.
have no hair on their brows, or maybe some cancerous cancer patients. Like if they remove their the ladies mostly have their breast cancer. So when they remove the breast, so they can have option for silicone, to go for silicone surgery and put the silicone over there. But there is no areola, so actually we create an areola for them. So give them that kind of feeling. They have nipples over there, and create that kind of shape, 3D areola. So morning when when they remove their clothes, they should not feel sad. So we actually create that kind of things. Even for the scars, when some accidental scars are there, maybe on your lips or maybe brows or maybe somewhere in the body. So we can also hide that scar with the permanent makeup, because there's a different technique for the scarring and to hide the scarring. There's a different needle, different study, and different kind of procedure for that. So we do for permanent makeup for your
Dr. Shagun Gupta, we were reading
yeah.
about you and we are very impressed
Thank
with your
you.
life. It has been absolutely fantastic. आपका जन्मदिन जो है वो 2 अक्टूबर है. You share your
Yes.
birthday with Mahatma Gandhi, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
और दूसरी चीज क्या है, that you come from a middle class family. You come from, I think you come from Shimla, is that right?
Yes, I come from Shimla. And,
जी.
yes,
और
हाँ, बोलिए।
और उसके बाद 19 साल की उम्र में आपने अपना ब्यूटी पार्लर शुरू किया दिल्ली में. हाउ एट द एज ऑफ 19? अरे एट द एज ऑफ 19 तो किसी को अकल ही नहीं होती इतनी कि मुझे कुछ शुरू करना है. दिस इज फैंटास्टिक.
And the most fascinating thing about you come from different, because what we came to know, you come from the gem and jewelry background.
Yes.
And from coming from a gem and jewelry background, you're totally a different, occupation, profession, totally different.
It's actually the same Pradeep ji, because now she's enhancing the body with gems and jewelry, which is with the real gems and jewelry on the skin. Fantastic. So did Gandhi ji inspire you in some way?
Oh, actually, I'm inspired by my work. I'm inspired by myself, because what happens in life when you see the hardship, you actually go for the things which is like you need it. So life में जो गिरा उसके हिसाब से आप उसको अच्छे तरीके से करते चले गए, because वो challenging था. तो when आपके सामने कोई चीज़ challenging रहती है तो फिर आप उस राह में चलते हैं. तो this is how the life has started, where I always wanting to
तो आप ये भी
see
बताएं,
something
एक तो
good.
आपने अपना बिजनेस शुरू किया, उसके अलावा you seem to have done all sorts of courses from all over the world. I mean,
Yes, I'm a graduate gemologist.
आपने
Yes.
Some American university has given you a PhD. You've done a course from London, then you've done a course from Korea. Where did you find the time to do so many things?
That's what I've told you, because मेरे बचपन में मेरी ख्वाहिशें पूरी नहीं हुई पढ़ाई करने की, because definitely I was I was a medical student, and somehow I have to break my study in between because circumstances ऐसे थे. So we moved, and then I started my beauty business at the age of 19. Rightly you said, yes, and it boomed, and I was appreciated for my work.
तो दिल्ली में आपने शुरू किया, कहाँ दिल्ली में, किस जगह पर था आपका?
South X part 2
or part 1?
Part 1, and I think 10 years, almost 10 years I was there, and appreciated by all the women over there, because वहाँ के जो South X में है, वो South X में जो ladies हैं, they are like more work oriented ladies. वहाँ पे hostels बहुत हुआ करते थे. तो I've met lot of people, lot of ladies from different part of city in India. So that was my first job, where first work,
Fantastic,
job, business,
fabulous.
whatever you can say.
And then you did a nursing course. You did an entire nursing course in the UK.
Yeah, because no, not in UK. I did it from India, but I always wanted to become aesthetically very sound in injectables. So there was no option, because medical study was in between in that time. So in 2014, I enrolled myself in nursing, and in 2019 I finished 6 years of mastered in nursing. And then of course, in between of my husband, he's like a very supportive man, and I wanted to always do something in my life. So 3 years gemology I've done from London, and after that of course many courses from Russia, America, London, Dubai, and many more, and still doing my research in cell molecular biology.
Fabulous.
From Madrid, Spain.
Wow.
So this is how, because beauty is something which is like in my blood, and always wanting to do something.
और ये पुरुषों का how is the how advent of males, are the males, the पुरुष का interest है, whether it's micro-pigmentation is concerned or permanent makeup is concerned, or you can say the cosmetic surgery, things that you do, how is the interest of men over here? Are they?
अरे अभी तो आप भूल ही जाइए, क्योंकि आदमी लोग ज्यादा है. I think ladies has taken a seat back कि हम ऐसे ही ठीक दिखते हैं, but I think the man is the new beauty. Man is the new beauty. They want to look good. They want to enhance themselves, for the skin as well as their health, and they want to look good. Like look at Korea, because I've been Korea many times. Korea is my second home. So I'm always like, every 3 months, 6 months, I'm always there. So I can see the men over there. I think more than women, men is towards more for beauty. And in India also, men are the, now men are
So
like.
what do men
forward.
want? What is it that mostly your male clients want? What do they want done?
Yeah, definitely they want to enhance their brows. Some has like bushy brows, and they want to make it more bushier and more appealing. They should look more manly and nicer. And definitely lips, because smoker lips are always like, I get all the time smoker lips coming in my clinic. They say like, you have to clean my lips properly. And of course, nowadays we have started a cheek blushing. They definitely go for a cheek blushing as they want to look more pinkier side, more glossier side. So we do that.
Good
And
Lord.
skin is always there. Skin hydration and needling and scarring, because men has usually a lot of scar on their eyebrows and the lips, because I think maybe they are very naughty when they are very small, like in their childhood they are like very naughty. Mostly they get a cut in their brows, and I have come across so many men who comes with the scarring issues. So scarring issues and smoker lips.
And you also mentioned anti-aging. Now,
Yes.
what is that? Anti-aging techniques. I mean, how you make the skin look younger? What do you do?
So that is more like a cell. You can talk if we talk about that, is more like a cell-related, medical study. With you can make yourself young. That is a totally different concept, because it's like totally medical, and it is coming in India, and for your hair as well as for your beauty purpose, you look more 10 years younger than your age. So that is a totally different medical study. Injectables and going too much in the deeper in your skin.
Gee.
So that is, we are introducing new things, and I think beauty industry is working on it. In India is getting famous for that as well.
Now, over here, ma'am, I'd like to ask you, it's a rather personal question. I don't know whether you would like to answer it.
Yeah.
The medical profession, per se, especially specialists, etc., at one time used to talk about cosmetologists with contempt. They never used to take cosmetologists seriously. Has the situation changed now?
Yes, very much it. I definitely want to answer this question here.
Please.
Because yes, earlier, like medical is more internal. There's a two segment of beauty. One is cosmetology and one is medical aesthetics. So there are two different segments in beauty. There are many things are opened up now, because there's a very in the beauty industry in India is not very educated people, and they always think about हमें तो खाली वैक्सिंग पे ही वैक्सिंग ही करना है, फेशियल्स करने हैं और पेडिक्योर करना है, मैनिक्योर करना है. हमारे लिए तो कुछ है ही नहीं, बिकॉज हम पढ़े लिखे नहीं हैं, हम ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर सकते. बट internationally, if you will see, beauty industry is vast. Except injectables, they can do they can do so many courses. They can make their career beautifully defined, aesthetically strong. But if you talk about in medical terms, medical people actually, like you can say dermatologists, they are more internally, they are working more internally into your skin. Maybe why hormonal imbalance are there, why too much sebum is coming out, what is the precaution, what is the medicines are required for that. So they are more medicinally sound section, and this is more a for the beauty people. It is more cosmetic sound subject. So for the beauty industry, there are a lot of things we can introduce, and medically there are like different things. But now the thing is that medical people are doing the same thing and the beauty people are doing the same thing. So it is like little, it is like, it's like a fight. It's like a fight. We can do this, we can do that, we can do that. These people can't do
That's
that.
nice.
These people, except injectable, I can say. it is like a deeper, you're playing deeper to your body. So definitely not, beauty people should not touch it, but there are many other things superficially which cosmetic people has to opt for these courses and make their career.
So Dr. Shagun Gupta, we're very impressed with whatever you've done up till now. I'm sure you must be having a new set of goals. I believe you are a person who sets goals for herself and actually achieves them. So what is the new thing that you have thought of, say in the next 3 or 4 years? What are you going to achieve globally? Could you tell us?
यस, जैसे कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी हमें हमेशा ये बोलते हैं कि मेक इन इंडिया करो, मेक इन इंडिया करो। तो हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स भी यहीं बनने चाहिए, हमारे नीडल्स भी यहीं पे फॉर्म होने चाहिए, और आई थिंक यही हमारा गोल है कि परमानेंट मेकअप ये बीच का हिस्सा है, आपकी लोअर ब्यूटी और आपका मेडिसिनल ब्यूटी और बीच में आपका परमानेंट मेकअप, तो तीनों को मिलाकर अभी जो कमी है कि परमानेंट मेकअप का अभी इतना इसका वो नहीं हुआ है, इतना इसको दिखाया नहीं गया है इंडिया के अंदर। तो आई थिंक देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ स्कोप इन परमानेंट मेकअप, एंड उसमें हम एम्प्लॉयमेंट से लेकर टेक्नोलॉजी साउंड कर सकते हैं, एम्प्लॉयमेंट साउंड कर सकते हैं, और लोगों को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से इसमें हम एजुकेशन दे सकते हैं, आर्टिस्ट बना सकते हैं। तो इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो हम अपने देश में आगे 5 साल में कर सकते हैं। इट्स लाइक अ फुल फ्लैश टोटली बिग बिजनेस for the Indian industry.
But it's a huge
Dr.
business all over the world.
Dr. Gupta, what are the risks involved in this? You got all these things. What are the risks involved? If a person is coming to you, is it 100% he's safe? There's no problem. There is no complications. What are the risk factors involved in this micro-pigmentation, permanent makeup, cosmetology?
There is no much risk in it, because what क्या होता है कि अगर आप आर्टिस्ट आपका ट्रेन नहीं है तो आप उनके ऊपर आप ज्योमेट्रिकल डिज़ाइन कर दोगे, उनकी आईब्रोज फनी कर दोगे, उनको कट्स डाल दोगे, आप टिश्यू ब्रेक कर दोगे। तो दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, इफ यू आर नॉट ट्रेन फुली, यू दैट इज द वन रिस्क, शुड नॉट डू इट। एंड सेकेंडली, पिगमेंट्स आर वेरी सेफ एज आई टोल्ड यू, सो उसमें रिस्क का कोई इशू ही नहीं है। और थर्डली, हाइजीन इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट, बिकॉज आप डेफिनेटली आप डीपर स्किन पे काम कर रहे हो, जहाँ पे आपकी स्किन फ्लूइड और ब्लड का हो जाता है। तो वहाँ पे आपको आपके हाइजीन, आपके ग्लव्स और आपका एंटायर स्टेशन हैज़ टू बी नीट एंड क्लीन। इट इज़ मोर लाइक अ क्लिनिकल प्रोसीजर। सो दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स वी हैव टू लुक into it. And secondly, the aftercare properly, जब भी आप घर जाते हो तो उसका healing process proper होना चाहिए। Otherwise you can enjoy your treatment, you can love this treatment, and you can feel beautiful from inside. There's no risk.
And what are the costs like, ma'am?
So yes, cost factor. If you do it in a good manner, we don't make it, we don't want to, everything what happens in India without certification, people are doing it. तो वो सस्ते में चले जाते हैं, उनको कुछ because क्या होता है इंडिया में, there are no rules. That's what we want. Another 5 years we should create some kind of rules and certification.
That has to be there. Yes, I agree.
That has to be, yeah. So क्या होता है कि आप सैलून में सीख लेते हो या क्लिनिक में सीख लेते हो, and then you start your own, and आप कोई 5,000 की चीज़ है तो आपको उसको 1,000 रुपये में देते हो। तो परमानेंट मेकअप इज समथिंग, इट इज़ टेक्निकली very very sound, and technically it is very risky also, so you should go for a good artist. तो आपका I think 15,000 से शुरू होता है, 15,000 20,000 से, तो and which stays for 3 to 4 years. तो I think 10,000 से लेकर 25 की रेंज में परमानेंट मेकअप के होने के चांसेस है हर जगह पे. बट इफ यू गो फॉर अ वेरी वेरी renowned and highly technically sound person, then it is more expensive.
Then it
like
can go up
30,000
to
rupees.
then it can go up to
30,000,
2.5 lakhs,
40,000,
5 lakhs, 6
2.5
lakhs.
Yes. But starting with like a one session, and then you have to take a little package on it. Like
Absolutely wonderful. So at the moment you are operating only out of one clinic, or which is there in that metro building, or do you plan to have more all over the country?
Yes, good question. I believe in quality, not quantity. And आजकल I think ये ट्रेंड खत्म हो गए कि यहाँ पे आप एक और ब्रांच खोलो, यहाँ ब्रांच खोलो. I don't believe in branches. I believe in giving education क्योंकि जब मैं खुद जाती हूँ इंटरनेशनली तो मैं खुद अपना सूटकेस, नॉलेज का सूटकेस भर के लेके आती हूँ, एंड आई रिसीव लॉट ऑफ knowledge and I give knowledge to the people. So whenever I'm here, I teach people. So I have almost taught maybe 15 to 20 states already. And लोगों ने बहुत अपने businesses खोले हैं, छोटे छोटे clinics खोले हैं, डॉक्टर्स ने अपने यहाँ पे आके सीखा है, उन्होंने अपने यहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस किए हैं ये टेक्निक्स. तो I believe more in boutique, that is always going to be one, but my name will be always there with other people because I taught them and I will give more and more. So
Wonderful.
I may develop my own products like new pigments and maybe more skincare products. I believe in creating products and giving a technical knowledge to other people.
Wonderful. It's been a great pleasure talking to you, Dr. Shagun Gupta. Absolutely
Thank you.
wonderful to have met you.
Same
Very
here. Thank
impressed
you
with all
so
that you have
much.
achieved.
Yes.
And look at your spirit. You are still
Thank
out
you.
there,
Thank you
still
so much.
working hard and still wanting to do more and more.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'm more fascinated about coming from gem and jewelry and fitting into a different occupation.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
takes a lot.
because that's in my family, and they want me to do gem and jewelry, but my heart is always for the beauty because I've done a lot in my life in beauty. So why not I should follow my passion instead of gem and jewelry is
Absolutely.
also like my I love doing it. I'm a graduate in that, but I think this is the best one.
You followed your
This
heart.
gives
You
me
followed your heart.
Yeah,
That is the best thing to
gives
do.
me I can't. In the night also, I always think about what is next and how I can train myself, my hands and my other things. So I'm always in the beauty zone. So it's perfect for me.
Fabulous.
I think I love
Absolutely
it. I love
brilliant.
it.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, Dr. Shagun Gupta.
Thank
Great
you.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Same here. Same
Namaskar.
here.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. Thank you very much.
Vande Mataram.
Ooh, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. So.